Welcome back to JB Reviews. It's a new year. We all have New Year resolutions, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys, including me, have forgot to honor those resolutions. But all is not lost, because I got something for you. For all those people out here who eat too much like I do and need to lose some weight. I have the answer to the Peloton bike. Oh yes, it's not as expensive, and let's just face it, it's compact and it's gonna sit in my bedroom, so I have no more excuse. Let's check it out. So here it is. This is the answer to all of your problems. Just kidding. This is the answer to your big gut. So we are gonna do an unboxing on this bike. Now this is not just a bike for cardio. This can be used for yoga. This can also be used for strength. And there's actually a box I don't have here. Let me show it to you really quickly. So here it is. This is the other box. There is what I suspect to be a 32-inch television that comes along with the Yesoul bike. So let's go ahead and unbox the bike first, and we'll quickly put it together and we'll show you guys how it works. So really quickly, you are going to need a pocket knife, and we're going to go ahead and take off the straps here. And we're going to turn the box upside down. I did watch a video. This would make life a lot easier from what I saw. So this is kind of heavy, so you may need two people. We're going to turn it upside down like this. Okay, and then we're going to open basically the bottom of it using your knife. And then we're going to turn it back the right way, and then it should come out perfectly. Alright, so now we're going to flip it back to the way we had it. And it should pop right out. Too easy. So the packaging speaks for itself. That is one thing I always like to see when they do a good job packaging the product. And before I ever offer to do a review on any product, unless it's like a prototype, I typically will check reviews first, and then I'll decide whether I want to do a review on it, because obviously I don't want to represent something that's not a good company, obviously. But man, this thing is super nice. It's been sitting in my garage, so it's kind of cold too. So it's definitely metal. And here's something right here. I don't know what anything is, so let's go ahead and start unpackaging this bike. So to make everything easier, I have everything out of the box. So there's the bike. You have some stabilizers. You have some of the pedals right there. There's the handles, tablet holder, and just a few other things I don't know. And there's a television, as I mentioned. That's the TV that came with this in the other box. And a few other things over here. Now, I thought it didn't come with directions, but the directions were actually with the television. So just keep that in mind. And these plugs were with the TV. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting this thing together. I didn't see any hardware, so I'm assuming, yep, most of the hardware looks to be already on some of the parts here. So you probably don't really have to look for that. So pretty much everything's here. There is a few nuts inside of here. They might give you some extras, but they already give you some of the tools you would need. So this should be pretty plug and play. So let's go ahead and put the stabilizers on first, and we'll go ahead and stand the bike up. I almost forgot to mention, they do give you some dumbbells too. I almost forgot to mention that. So that's pretty cool that they give that to you. But like I said, this is not just for cardio. This is for a strength workout too. First things first, this stabilizer is going to go where the wheel basically is, and you will know that by the holes. I actually had it mixed up at first, so make sure you match it up with the holes. That way you don't put it all together and then you have to take it apart. So these go in on the bottom here, and then they screw in like this, and just turn it. I'm turning it actually counterclockwise at my position here, and it just screws in like that. You're gonna do the exact same thing for the back ones here too. So there is a washer, and I didn't mention this, but these were already bolted into the legs. So once you pull them out, you can just screw them in on the bottom the same way. Don't forget to tighten everything down with your tool once you hand tighten it. You're gonna do that for all 4 bolts, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. So you have this connection for the television. So you're gonna feed this through the head tube. So all you gotta do is, I'm gonna turn it this way so you guys can see it better. And then you just have to kind of push it down through this tube. The directions say not to force this, is that correct? I think it said do not force this, so you have to be careful. And then once you get it all the way down, it'll come through this area here. And I'll show you guys what to do next. Once you feed it through, all you have to do now is connect it here. And then you'll have the other one basically up top there. Now my wife did unscrew this, so this comes out right here. So you're gonna need to take this out in order to slide this in. And then we're gonna place the screw back in. And then you can adjust it too. They have some height levels right there for you. Up next is the handlebar. We're gonna install this. They do provide the nuts for this. I like how they do this. All the nuts are where they're supposed to be at, already screwed in. So this does make installation pretty easy. So you don't have to kind of sift through a bunch of nuts and bolts to try to figure out where they go. And all this does is just sit right on here like this. And just remember you have to run this cord through it this way here before you start bolting it down, okay? Now here's a recommendation. What I recommend is go ahead and hand tighten these a little bit for the handlebar, but don't tighten the 2 up front. You're gonna have to run the cord for this bar. This is gonna hold the television here. So you have to plug it in right here. So you guys remember we ran in that one power cord through here. You're gonna plug it into this one. It's already installed inside of this one. And then once you connect it, you're good to go. And then you have 2 bolts for the handlebar that you have to put into here. Next, there is one more bolt I'll show you guys right here. So here's the nut I was talking about. It was with all the tools that came with this. It goes right here. And then just tighten everything down with this tool. And you're pretty much set. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy off. And we're going to basically attach this bracket for the television to this. And I'll show you guys how to do that. So go ahead and slide this out. You're going to slide this through this way. Actually, before you do that, I'm sorry. You have to put this in like this. And slide this through. Then you have a washer and a nut that goes on. And that's pretty much it. And now you're going to tighten this back up too. Now they do recommend that you put the bracket on the television first, but I prefer to do it this way, guys. So if you do get this, you can follow their instructions, but I'm just going to mount the TV already while it's already on here. I feel like it'll be a little bit easier for me. So now we're going to mount the TV to the bracket up top, and then that'll complete the installation for this. Lastly, you just have to plug in the television cords here, just twist in, and then here's an aux right there. And then there is a USB port, but that's for something else. But all we have to do now is just put on the pedals, and that's the dumbbell holder right there. We'll let you guys kind of figure that out. This was the hardest stuff that I saw. So like I said, there it is. It's a pretty darn big TV screen too for this bike. So once you have the bike pretty much assembled. You do have a QR code here that you can scan for your phone, and we're going to show that to you on the phone. That way you guys can see how you set everything up. Now, in order for you to control the screen, you do have to download the app. So just hit open. We already downloaded it. And then this is the first thing that you guys are going to see here. So create a new account. This is my wife's. So I'm going to go ahead and put this information in here, and then I'll show you guys what to do next. Up next, you have to hit the plus sign in the top right corner, and then you have to start pedaling the bike so it can search it. And then hit connect. Alrighty, so we pretty much connected to the internet. So now you guys can see the screen is actually initiating everything here. And then this is what the phone's doing now. So we're pretty much done setting everything up. What do you think about the bike?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It looks good. Huge screen.
Yeah.
You want to show them some of the exercises?
Yes. So from your home screen, they have different classes and things you can take. Scenic ride, which is really cool. And then there's this button at the bottom for workouts. You can take different classes so that go beyond cycling. You can take yoga, strength, stretch, cardio. And what's neat is they allow you to rotate your screen on your bike. So if you needed more room to stretch out, you could do that as well.
And as Hannah just said, you can rotate the screen. They give you those weights on the back right there, those little reddish orange things there. You can put a mat down on the floor and basically do a yoga workout or a strength workout, whatever you want to do. And you have a class right on the screen for you. You can connect to your phone and control everything through there. And maybe Hannah will show us one real quickly. So this is going to be a free bike ride. So we're going to swivel the screen back this way. And then we're going to see how it looks. I really like this. This is high quality stuff here.
Catch that beat. It just kicked in. Crank up the music a little bit. Hey guys, Casey here, and welcome to your first ride, the Let's Ride program, the best program that you can start things off with. So let's walk into the bike and get going. What's going on, Yesoul fam, and welcome to the Yesoul family. This is your 15-minute first ride. So we're going to really break down everything you should know about this bike so that you guys get well acquainted, become BFFs, so that you know your reason why, you know how capable you are on this bike, and then you're going to be encouraged to go further. Still a little bend in those elbows. This will be position 2. You can either take it out of stretch, elongating that spine, keeping that chin up, or you can rise out of that saddle and catch that beat, but this is your position 3. And when you take it back down, walk those hands inside, bend those elbows, engage that core, and this is your position 4. Now that you're acclimated with the positions, don't get frustrated. Give yourself time to learn it, ride by ride. Go ahead and walk it back. So welcome you to Yesoul. A couple other things you need to know is that we always ride to the beat. I want those feet nice and flat for me. Just get a good feel for those strides, for this bike, for these positions. Deep breath. Exhale. Walk those hands into full.
So that's pretty much it. Like I said, guys, super easy to set up, even for your smartphone, for the system. There's like a lot of different cardio things you could do on this bike. And as I mentioned, it's not just riding, it's also strength too. But here's some of the downsides of the bike. The only one that we found so far is the seat. So we did order another seat here on Amazon. So I think that they should offer a better seat, because this one is kind of small. And, you know, it's soft, but it is hard to when you're sitting on it for 30 minutes. So that's like the only thing my wife did not like about it from using it. You can adjust the seat and the handlebars up front here. And I didn't mention this earlier, but this does have a brake too. So if you are pedaling kind of fast and you need to slow down fast, you hit that red button and boom, it'll slow it down for you. But I do have a discount code for you guys. This bike was $5.99, and if you check the description below, I did get a discount code for you. So if you would like to buy one of these or a couple of these for your house or for your gym, be sure to check it out. But on that note, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope it was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.